Today we're going to talk about using the store function on the calculator and some common calculator functions you should be comfortable with. When do I use STO? Well, they're going to ask in a problem, evaluate or simplify when a equals -3 or m equals 2. When they tell you what the variable is equal to, we should be using the store function. A part that's a little bit tricky is that they put it, what I like to say, backwards. So if they tell us x equals -3, when you put it in the calculator, you have to put the -3 first. So we would do -3 store x. They tell us y equals 8, but we have to do 8 store y. Let's go ahead and practice using our calculator for some of these functions. So we're going to store -3 for x. So to do that, we type in -3. And we hit the store button, which is right over here on the left hand side, and then we use the button X. You have to hit enter. Okay, now we're going to do 8 store, or y equals 8, so 8 store. To get the y, we have to hit the green alpha button, and if you look above number 1, there's a y, so 8 store 1. 12 store a, we type 12 STO. To get the A, we hit alpha, and above the math key is the A. Hit enter. And then -5 store B. Now that they're stored, we're going to go ahead and evaluate some functions. So let's do the first one right here, the square root of 2yb². We've already stored all of our numbers, so we're good there. A little hint: to get the square root, you hit second x². So let's go ahead and try that. We're going to do second x², and then we type it in exactly as it says. And we get 20. Let's try another one. The cube root of a to the 6 plus y. Okay, so the cube root, we hit math 4. We're going to type in our a. And to raise it to the 6th, we hit this button above the division, which we call the caret, and that makes it your 6. Now notice that the plus y is not underneath the radical, so we have to hit the right arrow to get out of the radical, and now we hit plus y. 152. I encourage you to hit pause and try these as I'm doing them to make sure you're getting the same values. Let's try another one. We're going to do the absolute value of 2a plus b². To get the absolute value, we hit alpha window, choose number 1, and then we're just going to type it in exactly as it says. Hit enter, and we should get 49. Let's do another one, x². We should have gotten 9. To get the fraction, we're going to hit alpha y equals 1. And we should get -1/24. And the last one, alpha y to the -3. Here we get a decimal. To change a fraction, or a decimal to a fraction, we hit math 1, enter, and we get the number 1/512. Now, a lot of times students like to, I'm going to go back a few slides here, and students say, I don't want to do that. I just want to type into my calculator 2 times a, which is 12, plus -5² and get my answer. If you do that, let's see what happens. If I just, the correct answer is 49. If I just typed in 2 times 12 plus -5², I get 1. And that is not correct. That's why it's important to store these numbers, and when you plug it into the calculator, we have to use the letters 2a plus b squared.